Yo, what's up with you young boys, man? I hope y'all cooler than cool, man. It's your boy Jay back at it, and I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. We're gonna be playing some Bloons TD6. It's just because this game is way easier to pull off than anything else, to be honest with you. Where should I put Silas at? I'll just throw him right here. I'll just put the free dart monkey right here. And what I wanted to talk about is why you should be debt free. Currently, I'm not debt free, but the only thing I have left are my student loans, and they will be paid off by the end of the year. I paid off my credit cards this year. I paid off my car loan this year. I need a second job to do it, but I've been pushing through, paying everything off, trying to get debt free, especially in 2025. It's it's in, it's important to me. Maybe not to everyone, but it is to me. So I got some pros. The peace of mind it provides. Like right now, I've just like had so much of a like weight lifted off my shoulders because like I don't I don't owe anyone anything. Like except for, the student loan provider, the US government basically, on my federal loan, but I'm getting rid of that by the end of the year. So, I should be good. But I I don't want I'm not going to say I sleep better, but I do know that like I feel better now that I just don't have my loan anymore. Almost don't have my loans anymore. Still got one more, but after that, I'm done. Secondly, the wealth building. Right now, all of my like unallocated income, all of my disposable income can straight up just go into savings and investments now. Since I'm not having all of my payments being thrown out just at everyone else, like CarMax, maybe Fed, Apple. I had an Amazon. I still have my Amazon credit card. I have, yeah, all of those things. And technically, like subscriptions and things like that too. Like those are technically not debt, but in my mind, they're still pretty much the same as debt. And a lot of you guys, I think you guys think that too. Like you just have money going out into these things. Next point, if you lose your job, you can stretch your savings. I'm in a position now where I don't think I'll lose my job, but I'm actually almost 100% positive I can't lose my job. But still, if you're in a position where you will, because I have been laid off before in 2022, I was in tech sales and I got laid off. And I was not debt free then. Having to make sure you make those payments, the $10,000 I had saved was gone in like 4 months. And I'm looking for any job at this point and just not being able to find it at all. I'm trying everything at this point. Um, Before I keep going, let's just get a spike of bolt. Throw it on. Actually, done. Let's put it on last and just get that done. But yeah, when I got laid off, then I had 10K. That lasted me around 4 or 5 months, and I was trying to find any job I could. I was in tech sales, but yeah, I couldn't find any job. Then I finally got another job. Then I got fired from that job for a low production because it was 2022 and no one was really buying anything. But still, again, my savings were gone at that point. So I had to re-go and get my job back at Walmart, basically, that I had in 19. Long story short. Then at that point, I kind of outgrew that Walmart job because, like, it couldn't afford my debt slash lifestyle anymore. Like, I had a car payment now. Like I said, I had credit card debt, student loan. Like, I was losing money there, but it was better than having no money come in. So, yeah, that point, if you lose your job, you can stretch your savings out is very real. Very real. Don't don't sleep on that part, man. Let me get a second ice monkey. Do I want him here or let's get a cryo cannon. I shouldn't die. Let me get that to make sure no camo sneak through. But yeah, this should be a free, basically, Moab one. But yeah, it'll definitely help you stretch your savings. Also, if you have family, if you want to help them out, you're more easily able to help out friends and family. Like just recently, my mom asked me for money, and since like I only have one more loan to pay off, like yeah, I can just loan her the money, and I don't even think about it. Like I'm in a decent position right now, and that feels good. She needed help, and I just, hey, yeah, you can get it. Just pay me back by the end of the month. it's, or well, whenever you do, you can pay me back. It's like, I'm up right now. So, and I just not like stressing out like, oh man, I don't have the money anymore. Nah, it's fine. And she knows that now. So that might be a bad thing because like sometimes you have family members or friends who they know that you're debt free. They'll always ask you for money, but you just got to know who you're giving money to at that point. But I don't think my mom will do that. So I should be fine. But for any of you, I don't know. I don't know y'all's situation. And my bad, I just took a drink. The cons of it, though, that I can think of, your credit score. It will be low if you don't at least maintain a credit card. Like, I still have my first credit card that I got at 19, and every other credit card I've had since. And I do have, like, one subscription going to them. So, yeah. Not completely debt-free, but that's just because you have to use it. You have to use some amount of debt these days to like be able to do simple things. So yeah, if you go debt free, my score has jumped up dramatically, but it will jump down in a few years because I'll only be using like my basic credit cards, and I won't be closing them, but I will be keeping them because of obvious things. Yo, I am getting cooked right now. I forgot. Whoa, I forgot this was deflation. Me. Do this
as one.
with let's freeze. Get icicles with strong. Let me get 1, 2, 3. Juggernaut with darts. This has to beat a BFB. This setup has to beat a BFB. Interesting. This has to beat a BFB. Arctic Wind. Let's see. Let's see if this will win. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah. Your credit score mine's definitely gonna drop probably in a year or two because I'll only do like a $10 purchase a month like Spotify, YouTube Premium. What else do I have? My Amazon one. So yeah, I'll only be doing that on each of those cards. Bare minimum payments, and I have like an Apple iCloud subscription. That's all I'll be doing. So yeah, it'll eventually drop, but I still have a high enough score that everything should mostly be fine. Also, you may not be able to afford the house you want, especially if you don't have a credit score at all. You'll still have a decent one because like you won't have any. But I know Dave Ramsey says you can like manually underride, but I don't know how common that is. So you may not be able to afford a house in the future. That's one thing I'm thinking about right now. That's why I'm keeping the credit cards active and open. But you may not be able to afford a house in the future. You may not be able to get the car you want. Now then, me personally, after this car loan that I had right now, I'm never going into debt for a car again, ever. Like, I want an F-150 Lightning, I want a Cybertruck, but I'll probably get like a 5-10-year-old used one and just pay for it outright with how much money I'm going to be saving within the next few years because of no debt I have now. Like, my savings and investments should be good enough to make sure I can buy one outright. I know some people are like, that's dumb, but I do not want to go back into debt. I really don't. So realistically, like, how did I get into debt? How most of you got into debt realistically? My student loans were the first thing I had. When I was 18, I went to college for a year. I racked up around 15 grand of student loans. Paid those off. Almost paid those off. They're almost all officially paid off. Second thing was hospital debt. Now then, I went to the hospital for I thought I had a pecan stuck in my throat. It was when I was working at Walmart when I was 19. I didn't. It was like one of the dried chicken tenders from the deli scratched my throat, and so it was irritated. I didn't know that. So when we went to the hospital, you know, the ENT had to come in there, the specialist. I was in a hospital room all night. He said, yeah, you were fine. Like, literally, they didn't do anything to me. I went home in the morning, went to bed. I woke up, I felt fine. Like, they did nothing to me. So, like, I was kind of mad at that, but I had some insurance, I think. I think, like, the lowest insurance you can have, but technically the hospital we went to wasn't in network. I didn't know that. So, we went there. They charged me. There's, like, I got charged like $2,000. Well, like 800 to like 1,500. I think it would have been 2,000, but they took some stuff off. So I got like 800 to $1,500 charged, even though I had insurance. So, and at that point, I'm working at Walmart, not making a lot of money. So that was a lot back then, and that's how I got into that debt. Then my credit cards, because of I was just buying graphics cards, clothes, and everything else on the credit cards because like I was like, hey, I have the money, I have the credit cards, and I'll just slowly pay it off and I'll be good. Well, I said that afterwards. Before it was just like I'm gonna pay it on my credit card, get the points from it, and I'll make sure I'll definitely pay this off before the bill comes due. I didn't do that. Most people don't, but same with me. I just didn't do it. And lastly was my car loan. Now then, I I didn't I did need a car, so I get a better paying job away because the Walmart was like 10 minutes down the road from me. So like the Ubers every day were like $10 to $15, and it was cheaper to do that than to get a car at that point because of all the maintenance fees, gas, and everything else. Once I started wanting to get like a better paying job, I was like, okay, yeah, I need a car, and so I financed my car. It was a Nissan. Then it was $15,000, and I bought it right after COVID happened. So I got inflated COVID prices. That car was probably only worth maybe 12, 11,000 before COVID, but since I got it after COVID, it was $15,000. It had like 30,000 miles on it, but it was like 4 or 5 years old at that point. So everything was inflated, but I still got the car. So that's really how I got into it, how I got out of it. Got a second job. I have a stable first job now too that I make pretty good money at. So I'm finally out of it. I think you all should get out of it, but do what you want to do though. I'm just doing a PSA right now. But thanks for watching.